Is this thing working today? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the program. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here for December the 27th, option expiry Friday. We got to remind ourselves it's Friday today. Does it feel like Friday to you? Does not feel like Friday to me. I had a tough time getting up this morning. I don't know why, but I'm happy to report that my alarm went off and I turned it off and I went back to sleep. That rarely happens to me. So I actually got an extra 45 minutes. And so this honking cup of coffee that I love to suck down every morning is helping me wake the hell up. I had a wonderful sleep, which at this age is a welcome thing to have without any medications, which is also the other lovely thing. Welcome all to the program. It starts off very hot, but by the time I get down to the dregs, it isn't hot anymore. It's just lukewarm coffee. Welcome all to the show and the channel and the end of the year. This is the last Friday of December, last Friday of 2024, actually, for option trading and trading and living and life. Of course, we're open Monday and Tuesday for trading, the last 2 days of the year itself. Yes, and Wednesday next week is New Year's Day. Everything's shut down. And then Thursday, we're back. We're back up and running. And Jen and I should be in Rancho Mirage, California, coming to you live from there. So a big change, a big move next week coming up for Jen and I, and 2025 for all of us. Let's see what happens. Hopefully 2024 has been good to you. If you've been an option writer in the last 3 years, you've learned how to write options because of this channel. I'm certainly happy to hear it. I'm hoping that all of you have learned a lot of new things about the market, how they work, and how you can benefit from trading, and how you have increased income and revenue, and you've I've got every conceivable result here on this channel from my viewers. I've had viewers who've told me within 3 months, you helped me quit my day job. I know of several viewers who, after having a one-on-one with me, not only did they find out about option trading from just watching the show here, they started taking classes, and then they would have one-on-ones with me. This is back in 21, 22, and 23. And within weeks and months of that one-on-one session, they quit their day jobs. They walked away. They were looking at themselves in the mirror, husbands and wives and husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends and girlfriends and boyfriends, and going, what are we working for? We have so much in assets here, fragmented all over the damn place. We're just a mess. We're an economic basket case. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We think we're doing this right. We think we're doing that right. We're doing this right. Why don't we consolidate our assets a little bit here, get control of our finances, write these conservative option strategies that Uncle Bruce talks about that we can verify by doing practice account trading for free, and make this move with our lives, not just our economic lives, but now our actual minute-to-minute existence is going to be completely altered going forward, because we're no longer getting up in the morning and panicking to get to work and coming back at the end of the day exhausted to try to hang on long enough to watch a couple hours of TV and then crash into bed, only to wake up the next morning in a panic to get to work. Why don't we stop that? Why don't we give that up? What are we doing that for? For how much money? How little money are we making working? Actually, it's not how much, how little. And I can't tell you how many times this has happened since 2021. It's time and time again, and I'm thrilled. I am just delighted. I'm reading articles today. You are too. I'm sure you're hearing this on podcasts or whatever. Maybe you're seeing some YouTube videos. More and more talk now. There's much more talk now about employers, whether they be governments, corporations, public and private, you name it, demanding workers come back to the office. Are you hearing this? This is becoming very dominant lately. Like in the last 3 to 6 months, it has really picked up. I've noticed it where even in the immediate family that Jen and I are exposed to, we're hearing stories about, our memos. There are memos at work coming out through my computer, through my phone. I'm getting these text messages, I'm getting these notifications that starting January, starting February, starting March, we're expected to be in the office again for full-time, almost full-time, definitely a couple days a week. You're beginning to hear it. It's a race against time for some of you to not go back to the office ever again because your trading revenues are climbing against what you're getting paid to work for someone, and you're trying to never go back to a formal cubicle, departmental, office tower, warehouse, whatever the hell you were working at. You don't want to go back to that. And I sure hope this channel can help you get where you want to be. I really, you know I care. So thank you all. By the way, talking about where you work and where you are doing whatever it is you're doing, my poll question might fit today quite nicely. The poll question here is, most of the time when I write or trade my stock options, I use and here are your options. I use a cell phone, I use a laptop, I use a desktop computer, or other device. And let me know what device are you using whenever you do most of your trading. I know that some of you use all of these above examples, and you're now going to have to pick, well, which one do I use the most, and which one is trending? Where am I trending to? Interestingly, 60% of you so far who have answered this poll question, we're approaching 100 answers, 60% say I use my cell phone, Uncle B. 17% say laptop, and 21% desk computer because they're home. And this is interesting to me because, oh, by the way, other devices, 2%. This is interesting to me because if you are quitting your day job, you're ultimately really getting rid of your day job, or you are working from home and you're trading the markets, writing options and so on, you're likely already on a desktop for the employer, for yourself. You may well have a desktop in front of you, a laptop sort of over here, and your phone is over there. I get that. And for those of you who have quit your day jobs and are not chained to your house, because some of you who have decided to work remotely are chained to your house with your employer. You still can't just get up and go. But those of you who have quit your day jobs because of this channel and truly are independent asset managers of just your own affairs, you truly are able to use one of these. You really could walk away from the house. You could take a bike ride to your local coffee shop if that's what you intend to do, or you're going to, you have to get to the Costco today because you promised someone else in the house, okay, I'll go to Costco. And you're taking that phone with you and you're pushing that cart in Costco. And it's a Tuesday morning and the volume is light. It's not like Sunday afternoon with the kids running around and everything else. And you pull off to the side where the clothing is, or off to the side aisleway where the kitchen utensils are for sale, and you're looking at your trades, because there's a set of contracts that you're watching here that are close to being closed out, and some of you do trades at your Costco, at your Safeway, at your shopping mall, at your coffee shop, at a friend's house. I'd love to know where have you been that is not normal, where you have written or bought back contracts? Where have you done stock trading or options trading, option writing? Where have you been doing some of your option stuff that is not where you normally do your options work. I'd love to hear those kind of comments. Share with us today. Have some of you been on a dinner date with someone? Did you meet someone for coffee and you had to interrupt them? So, oh, I'm sorry, I just got an alert on my phone, and your friend, lover, potential lover, is wondering what's more important than me holding in your hand, and then you mention, well, I have a trade here that if I pull this off, I'm going to make $8,000, and they go, oh well, okay. Sometimes that's acceptable. Very few people will say this is unacceptable. I don't care if you can make $8,000 on a trade. Your attention to me is much more important than you making a lousy $8,000. I don't know anyone that says that. Well, fill us in. What do you think? Richard Carlin, good morning to everyone out there. Richard Carlin says, hey, hi, how are you? I am thumbs up number 1 today. The Big E, number 2. Welcome. Pappy J's here. Hector, I'm already at 15 thumbs up. Corinne, 16-1. I'm the 19th thumbs up for this man's channel today. Uncle Bruce, you're going to get 200 thumbs ups today. Everybody who's watching this show live and on the rerun, get off your asses and do Bruce a favor and give him a thumbs up. Help him get to 200, because today is a difficult day to get to 200. A lot of people are traveling today. They're going off and whatever, and so the audience might not fully be here. Help Bruce get to 200 with the limited numbers that are here right now. I thank you. Top of the morning, folks from Touch Grass. Giddy up. Thank you, Splair, for being here as always, man. He is working it. Mark Downs, I'm number 24. Mark C, I'm number 25. Andre Delatorre, Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. It's option expiry day. Bobby Atkinson, I forced myself to get up early. I don't want to get used to sleeping in around here. Bobby, John Biscuit, the only medication I need is for my ED. Eddie Martin, number 30, Bruce. You've already got 30 thumbs up. Splair sends it by the by, everybody. Have safe traveling out there. Deep Value, I am 38. And Jarrett, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Number 41 for me, buddy. Thank you, Jarrett. Nice to see you this morning. Nice, neat shirt there. Welcome, my friend. What else is going on here? Splair, I hear you, Uncle Bruce. Look, I found a while the good paying and easy job thanks to AI as a content moderator for social media here in Germany. Otherwise, I would give it up. Hey, man, take the money. And if you can blend this into your trading day, beautiful. Well done. Ed is saying if GameStop closes above 30, it would be the first time it's closed above 30 on a Friday in a long time. This stock doesn't close above 30 on a Friday, and that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. I didn't realize this. Let's take a look at a chart here. Maybe I'm just looking on a device here. Speaking of devices, I'm looking on my phone. Yeah, well, it was over 30 last week, but did it close over 30 on a Friday? You're right. In the last month, it's been under 30. And for 3 months, it's definitely been under 30 for 3 months. No question about that. 6 months, all the way to July, never hit 30 hasn't hit 30 since July. So you, sir, are correct. Thank you for that info and filling us in on that one. You know, one never knows. Interesting little factoids. Isn't that something? AD, my company mandated that all have to come back since last fall. We all had to come back to work. Stephen Butler, number 15 from the natural state, Arkansas. Welcome to Arkansas, formerly known as the Bear State. Black bear were very common at one time. Overhunted now. The black bear population has rebounded to over 5,000 bears. Isn't that something? D-Man, good morning, Bruce. I'm gearing up to get ready for my work to be the stock market. SoFi was a tremendous play. Right on. ComputerWiz. I'm lucky my job is programming custom accounting software. All my work is done from home. That is a good thing. You're one of the lucky ones. Christina, number 49, hot. The thumbs ups. It's free. Hit the thumbs ups. That's what she's saying. Hit the thumbs ups. It's free. Not hot. Hit it. One, Uncle Bruce, this is exactly the reason why I became a Gold Bagel member. The idea of going back to a job site does not sit well with me right now. I enjoy having time with my 1-year-old every day. This is huge for people, and why not? One, options is how I am trying to secure that time with my family. Ryan, what is this? Skying OND as a skying passes $5 by extended and 4-to-1 margin buyers coming. I have no idea what that stock is. I don't know what they do. I don't know anything about them. And then MVIS and these others, I have no idea I don't know who they are. So Ryan is promoting something, not even a member, and he's promoting stock on my channel. Not even a member. I mean, guy, come on. Wing, I'm using a foldable phone. I'm a genius. Christina, 168 people are here. We should have that in thumbs ups already to help this poor old man. Johnny, beware of SIM swapping if you use your cell phone. Peeps. Interesting. The man says GameStop might get a little wild if 32 or even just $30 calls are taken out today. Should be entertaining. CD, what would you consider a small, medium, large position in GameStop? That's all relative to your situation. I mean, you're running $1 million account. Your idea of a small, medium, large versus someone with a $5,000 account, no comparison. Anything in between. Spicy, hey, good morning, Uncle B. My 5,000 shares of Rumble are going great. They're up 115%. They're still climbing. Puts are getting some good premiums. Juan, a wing commander. That is genius. Rocketeer. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. I remember once upon a time making $3,000 on options in a pizza place bathroom. I'm sure there have been interesting events in a pizza place bathroom. I'm sure Mexican restaurants with burritos and tacos are sometimes also wet and wild. But where have you traded your contracts, folks? Where have you traded options? Some of the weirdest places, non-conventional places. I'd love to hear it. Christina, have you ever been on a cruise with your whole family and you get the cell phone package so you can make enough to pay for the said cruise? Yes, I have. There you go. There's another place you can do option trading. Keith, Just Truth, good morning. I'm number 60 on this man's thumbs ups. Michael, GameStop going to hit 40 in January. Ed, regarding your poll question, I've had a significant portion of my wealth in Vanguard. My wife freaks out. When I start making major trading or moving money around, so I leave it in Vanguard. RELLSE. You're looking good, Uncle Bruce. Refreshed, rejuvenated, vital. You must have slept in today. Christina, I've sat in the American Express lounge on a long layover with the wife and all 5 kids, and I made money. My wife was sleeping in a lounge chair, and the kids are using the Wi-Fi and eating snacks. I'm making money. Now we're talking. There you go. And I have to use a laptop to make option trades because the app doesn't support it. I wish they would. Interesting. Alex, I'm here, number 70. CKT, I'm number 77. Matt, I think I'm number 69 here. Christina, I took my wife on a 12-day vacation to Maui because of this channel right here. Needless to say, we're taking the whole family Hawaii this summer. My first son was born there. I lived there 3 years ago. Beautiful stuff. Happy expiry day to all of you. It's option expiry day. The next one is unfortunately in June or July, but I look further to get into the end of February or early March, says Splair. Neat. Kent, my awkward situations come when I'm listening to you and your start with the neat. My better half always seems to walk in the room when you're doing that, or yesterday when you were chomping on your bagel. His comment is this what you listen to? You actually listen to this guy who does neat with all of his other viewers, and this is helping to pay for our son's quest to become a professional golfer. We're getting him all over the world to these tournaments, all over the U.S., moving him around for these lessons, going to practice, paying for all this stuff. And it's this channel with this guy and these people. Yes, it is. Yeah, there you go. Bobby, Maley, I have no idea what he's saying. Ron, closed GameStop contracts on the golf course. That's what I've done. Spare, my project seems that it started in home office, and since April, it's office only. Bagel Babe, just finished my bagel. Ricardo, I got I got a put on Palantir, $83 for today, expiring today. I'm going to let it ride to see if I can get the stock and sell it back later, premium 202. All right, Bobby, took until 2 p.m. yesterday, Uncle Bruce, but contract began closing, making money while being on Christmas break. JD, Uncle Bruce, I have two $35 Rocket Lab covered calls that won't expire for another year. I wrote them when it was under 10. So didn't mind being exercised. That said, their cost to buy yesterday went beyond 100%. Do I just wait to get exercised or keep holding those 200 shares, backing it up, or am I going to have to pay more? Not quite sure how this works on a technical level. Again, I don't know the full details of this trade. You may want to send me a private email and I'll see what I can do for you. You got to become a member, JD. You're just hanging around for free. Come on, man. Ricardo, 4 more days of classes at 120. No, the 120 deal is over. And we're now simply at 150 a class until the 1st. Next Wednesday, $200 per class. That will be the new price. So make your move today for 150 a class. Christina, Merry Christmas to you, Bobby. I got my master's in Oahu. Is that, how do I pronounce it? It was good to me. I'm looking forward to getting all the kids back to experience the island life. Right on. Very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you all again and again and again for being here. Ricardo, 150. It's 150 a class. That's right. Splair, you nailed it, Uncle Bruce. As long as it's working for me, it's great. And honestly, these AI projects throw sooner or later the way, once you train it, they dump you. So I'm taking the money while I can take the money. There you go, buddy. Splair, so is it worth it to have a great side? It is so worth to have. It is so worth it to have a great side gig teacher like Uncle Bruce. I need time to get these things out. Amy, 94. Casey, I'm number 98. Thank you, everyone, for these thumbs ups, whether you're members or just lurkers or you're whatever. Thank you. Who cares? I use E-Trade on laptop. Options on iPhone with E-Trade is kind of messy for me. Charlie, I'm a mailman and I walk my route daily. I trade all the time while walking my mail route, checking prices on my watch and actual trades on my phone. Now that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Sean, phone, sometimes laptop is what I do. Doug, thanks to Uncle Bruce. I'm eating bagels now, laughing out loud. Flint Creek, good morning. Happy 12/27. Fun fact, Roaring Kitty's June video started at, wait for it, 12/27. Isn't that something? I forgot to say, says Ed, the reason GameStop never closes above on 30 on Fridays is that because a lot of calls would be in the money. Look at last Friday, how the last 5 minutes of trading, they pounded it below $30. Ed makes a good point here. This is something we want to keep an eye on. Matt, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Do you still like those SoFi Jan 26 $20 cash secured puts? Oh, I love those January $20 cash secured puts. I think those are a wonderful thing to write. Indeed. Cutting edge number 106 on the meter, by the way. Hello, Brucey boy. Something number one YouTube uncle. You are the number one YouTube uncle. Thank you, everybody. Ed, you should do a live stream this afternoon to see if we hold 30 today. Would be a historic moment. I don't know about that. We'll see. Computer Wiz, I've been a member for 45 months on this man's channel. 3.5 years plus 3 more. You're only 3 months away from being here 4 years, and that would be March. And that's when I started offering memberships. March 2021. That's when we started offering membership. Computer Wiz has been here the whole time. Get your classes. You won't regret it. I have 9 of them so far, 18 available. How to become an option writer and quit your day job, man. Retire early, baby, or retire in a much higher demographic than what you're going to retire at, because many of you know, and you know people yourselves who have retirement accounts through their employer, and they're crap. They've got $70,000 saved up in their work plan, savings account, whatever it is, and they're 8 years away from retirement, and they've only got $70,000. How's that going to happen? They're going to run out of money in the first 5 years of retirement. They're going to run out of money, and then their Social Security, welfare people. Not good. This can't be good. Good times, Uncle Bruce. I took classes 1 and 2. Would like to paper trade at first. Any recommendations for a practice trading platform? Thank you. I don't know because, one, I don't know where you are. If you're in America, you've got a gazillion choices. If you're in the UK or in Germany or Netherlands or Canada, or I don't know. The good news is that this channel here, people will help you. If you become a Gold Bagel level member, you can join the Discord group. I'll get you the links to that, and you can ask the folks, the other goldies around here. They'll give you advice. Away we go. But it's early, and I'm excited for you, and I'm glad you're here. But you could probably do a Google search, certainly. But you want to definitely make sure you enter the country you're in, or state and country, to be shown the potential firms you could use. Welcome to the show. That's a great question. I love seeing these questions because that's telling me, we have someone else coming along here. Mandu, number 114. Good morning, everybody. NY, I got 30 SoFi, Jan 25, $7 strike calls. Should I just sell them for a big profit or exercise them? Yeah, I'd be selling those. Take the dough, write cash secured puts, the 20s for January, and really compound that money and start hauling interest in on that money. That's one strategy right there. The shorts will be working hard today to get the price below 32. Not sure if they'll be able to get it down to 30 on GameStop. We're opening here in, how long are we opening? We're not opening yet. We're getting there. We're opening soon. The next half hour, whatever it is. Good morning. The shorts will be working hard. 32.46 is where we are right now on GameStop. 32.46. Okay, Matt, thank you. Looking at writing my first of those. Cutting edge. Sorry for that typo, Bruce. Busy here filling these oxygen tanks, trying to get richer with all of you guys on filling oxygen tanks. Trip hazard. Bruce, do you know why the trading day starts at 9:30 and why not say at 8 or 9 or 10? Yeah, I know. History. It used to be 10 o'clock at one time, decades ago. Then computer trading helped it open at 9:30 because of overseas lap over times and stuff. There will come a day, and it's not going to be long. It might be a year or 2 or 3 from now. There will come a day where the market will open at 6 a.m. Eastern, stay open until 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. There will be a day where the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, whatever, they may offer a form of 24-hour trading through member firms, all automated. I don't know. We have to remember something, and that is there are shenanigans played everywhere, every day, all the time. You guys get junk email. I get junk email, spam, and all that stuff. There's shenanigans going on in the stock market from time to time. And the regulators are going, hey, we're trying to protect all players, that this market is a fair and level playing field as best as possible. If we open this thing up to further hours on each side of the market timing, like after hours trading is right now, after hours trading has been around now for 20 years. And it's still the Wild West, absolutely the Wild West, because certain firms will not trade stock after hours. Major pension funds and hedge funds and mutual will not trade after hours. If you extend the opening, you open it earlier and you shoot the end of the day out longer, you're going to have to hire more staff. No matter where you are, whether you're with the stock market itself or with the institutions that buy and sell issues, these are higher costs, and the volatility could get a little more ridiculous. So I don't know how this is going to go. And these hours, that you're going to have to look up. You can probably Google this. You'll probably find info on it. Very good times. Thinkorswim offers paper trade. I don't know if you're an American though. Matthew, use Thinkorswim for paper trade in the U.S. Juan. Good luck, Matt. Mr. Weaver, could you see Palantir fall hard in the next week? I can see it go up or down $20 a share. I mean, it's at 80 something. I mean, come on. But am I telling you it's going to happen? I'm not telling you it's going to happen. It could, but I don't know if it'll do anything. Discord touch grass. I've never done any Discord. I feel like people use the internet as a great tool, and to me, it's still a shtick. Touch grass. It's a small group. Lots of discussion over these topics. Sharon is here. Number 124. Thumbs up, Bruce. Happy New Year to Bruce and Jen. Thank you, and to you, and to Kevin. The best to you and your family. Thank you so much. Ed, Roaring Kitty needs to make a YOLO update today. The resulting squeeze from that, coupled with a great fact GameStop said no more ATM offerings through Jan 31, would be legendary. No more at-the-market offerings through January. That would be legendary. Well, we'll see. James of the Misty Tree. Good morning. Lucky number 125. The man, Ed, well, if that happens, I would imagine my Jan 26 $30 calls on GameStop will get exercised early. There you go. Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Yeah, we open in half an hour. Thank you all for joining me this morning from wherever you are. 1652 on SoFi, it looks like to me. GameStop is 32.46. That's what it looks like to me. For those of you who are members of this channel, in particular, if you're a Gold Bagel member, this right there, you're one of these folks right here. You were here. Many of you were here last night. Many of the Gold Bagel members came by, said hi to me last evening on the Primetime Live show that I have once a week, usually Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern. Last night, Thursday, 7 o'clock, because Wednesday was a holiday. And next Wednesday is a holiday, so the Primetime Live next week will be Thursday night next week at 7 Eastern. A number of you popped in yesterday and were participating in the show, which we always enjoy. And I was working with a bunch of you yesterday on certain trades you were talking about that you've done or were getting into or thinking about getting into. But I had a question last night that got me going on a bit of a tangent. And at the time, I didn't think much of it. I just read the question and I kind of went, oh, I'll answer that. And I went into about a 5-10 minute discussion. And I thought I'd bring up some of the highlights of this point because many of you here have been here a while. Now, obviously, a good number of you that are here today are already members of this channel at one level or another. Fair enough. You might already be a Gold Bagel member and you didn't watch last night's show or weren't around for it, or you're a Chillin' member and you're happy just being a Chillin' member and be able to comment on my live sessions here, or you're a subscriber but you're not a member of the channel and you did not know what we talked about last night, and you do not know what we talk about every morning at 8 o'clock for the first 30 minutes of my broadcast every day. Perhaps you'll become a member on the gold level and join us, but that's up to you. In any event, last night, the question came out, something about Uncle Bruce, with the trades I've done in the last little while and the way the market has gone and what SoFi has done and what Rocket Lab has done. And I am just talking now in general terms. I'm not talking about any one particular person, but although one person did ask the question, many of you have had a very, very good year this year because of a number of factors that have seemed to come together, least of which is the fact that SoFi has moved up very nicely to 1650 or so, Rocket Lab into the 20s, GameStop from 9.95 back to 32, and on we go. Many factors. Option writing profits, cash secured put rollovers. You're managing more money now than you've ever had before. Your accounts are at levels that maybe you once had at the top of the dot-com bubble back in 2000, if you're that ancient. If you're 25 years ago, you were into the market in 99, 2000, and your account blew up to a huge number for like a week, a month, a quarter, and then it all went away. Your accounts hit a very high level during the, or your personal wealth hit a very high level right up until 2007 and 8, when the financial crisis wiped out all kinds of people from certainly a real estate point of view and investing. Some of you got wiped out, badly injured during 9/11. Markets reacted not very well after that for a while. Whatever the reason, whatever it, COVID wiped you out, whatever. Your accounts have come back. And the newbies, those of you less than 35 years old who were spared these cataclysmic events because you were children at the time, you're now sitting on an account that has grown and grown and grown. And I guess I'm targeting this comment to definitely those of you who have never had an account this high before, and to those of you who haven't been back here for a while or are finally ahead of where you once were, and you got it, you're saying to yourself, I got it all back. I've got it all back. Now I want to build to it. The message for all of you is the same message, and that is you've all shifted into a new area code. You're into a new zip code now, and you got to find a way to stay in this zip code. And the way I try to explain it is someone was saying to me, I've got about $100,000 now that I'm sitting on. You know, my account is worth $100,000. What do you recommend I do now? How should I be trading this money? And I bring it back to someone who's sitting on a $10,000 account. And I'll compare a $10,000 account to a $100,000 account to a $500,000 account. At 10 grand, if you get into a credit spread trade and you bring in $500 of cash using $10,000 of assets, of collateral, you bring in $500 and you clear $250 on a credit spread trade. Call credit spread, put credit spread. You clear $250 in, say, 2 weeks. You have to say to yourself, hey, I just made $250 on my trade. That's half the $500 that I got. I can take 50% profit on this trade, $250. And if I can do this every 2 weeks, on average, I'm bringing in $500 a month with 10 grand. That is exceptional. That is phenomenal return on your money. You're not going to get that in any ETF. You're not going to get that in any mutual fund. Pretty damn good. The problem is at $250 net in your hand. You know and I know that some of you drive vehicles, and you know people who drive vehicles that use $200 worth of fuel to fill up, depending on where it is you are. If you're in California, Hawaii, Alaska, you're in Washington State, you're in British Columbia, Canada, you're filling your tank, you're easily past $100 to fill your tank, if not closer to $200. So $250 goes a distance, but will not take you to the promised land, of course. If you go to Costco, and you're shopping at Costco, $250 can be used up fairly quickly, no question about it. All right. If you've got an account worth $100,000 and you make the same percentage money, 5% gross, is 5 grand coming in, and you give $2,500 back and you keep $2,500 as your profit. If you make $2,500 in 2 weeks using $100,000, that is completely different than making $250. It's the same percentage return, no question about it. It's the same actual trade, no question about it. But the net result is you have $2,500 in your hand versus $250, and now you can fill the car up with gas, pay the electric bill, pay the water bill, maybe pay the insurance on the house, and go to Costco. $2,500 goes a lot further than $250. Am I telling you something you don't know? Of course not. You got $1 million account, a $500,000 account. A $500,000 account brings in $25,000. You give me $12,500 back, keeping $12,500. You're in a different neighborhood now. This $12,500 of income that just came in the front door, this isn't just Costco money, tank of gas, pay the electric. This is maybe 2 to 3 months of your living expenses in one trade. That's the difference between $12,500 $2,500 or $250. Different zip codes for all three players. All right. Many of you have fallen into the pattern where you've been successful, you've done some trades, and without knowing it, you've forgotten, because you're so used to your existing normal, your new normal. You've had 5 new normals last year, that you're now in this $100,000 range. You sold all your shares into the market, wrote cash secured puts, and took 60 grand and turned it into $100,000. And you're getting daily interest on 100 grand. And you're sitting there with your arms folded going, I like this game. I'm bringing in $5,000 interest right now. It's $100 a week. I'm making $100 a week in interest just sitting here. Plus, I'm into the market in my favorite stocks through cash secured puts. Uncle Bruce, my world has been completely altered. Now, many of you have done some of that, still doing credit spread trading, still doing covered call trading. You're into a little of everything. What I'm trying to get into your psyche now is to make you understand that you're winners. And many of you are not used to being a winner. You're used to being a loser. You're used to being kicked around at work. You are used to getting disappointing pay raises every year when it's time for pay raises to be done. Maybe it's not you personally being picked on. It's the department you're in, the company you're with. They always seem to disappoint the employees year in and year out with performance reviews, changing goals and objectives. You never seem to hit the home run for the employer, and you never get the payoff. You're a loser. You're being told we love you, but you're a loser. You should be grateful that we don't kiss your ass out of here. That attitude, maybe not in so many words, but that's what it is. You're being kicked around within the family for whatever reason. You don't have a master's degree like so-and-so in the family does. You have a college degree, or, well, you went to college, but you never finished it. You've been suppressed. You've been, this is the world. Not every one of you, some of you. All of us here have our demons. We have our world we're in, and generally speaking, we're not used to being winners. We're survivors. Yes, we're incredibly good survivors. We've lived paycheck to paycheck for decades, through single years, through married years, through children-bearing years, now through the kids getting out of the house. We're still just getting by, but we're damn good at getting by. Now, all of a sudden, in a short period of time, you hung around here and you drank the Kool-Aid of learning how to write options. You've changed your economic fortunes, and you are now generating revenue you have never generated before, and seeing wealth you've never seen before, and you don't know what to do. Because in your mind, you're going, well, this is great. This is nice. But you have to be saying to yourself, I don't want to blow this. I don't want to give this back. I don't want to get caught in a market meltdown. Because there was a market meltdown at the end of 2021 into 2022 when the interest rates went up and inflation showed up, and I got hit. I don't want a meltdown like the COVID meltdown. I don't want to be in the meltdown like a recession is coming meltdown. I don't want to be in that. So, Uncle Bruce, you're right. I'm going to sell stock, and I'm going to write cash secured puts, and I'm going to raise my cash balances. I'm going to take this daily interest, and I'm an option writer from a cash position. I'm going to follow you on this, even if the market goes up another 10%. I don't give a crap, because I just brought in 35-40% more money by selling my stock and writing cash secured puts for 40% more cash than my stock was worth. I'm sitting on a 140% account now, and the market can go up 10%. I don't give a crap. Let it go up 10 goddamn percent. I don't give a shit. That's where you're at. That's where many of you have found yourselves. And you're sitting on 60,000, 80,000, 120,000, 180,000, 240,000, 550,000, 700,000, 1.7 million. You're all over the place. But you're now in a new demographic zone, and you can't blow this. And so I say it's time to learn how to be a winner. and you've got to be on a cash basis, in my humble opinion, and you've got to be in a position where you get interest rather than pay it. And now you can afford to fold your arms and be a hell of a lot more patient than you've ever been before. Because when you were starving and you were just getting by and the money in the market was everything you had, you were a panicked trader. You were a nervous Nelly about every little twitch in the market because it was all on the line. It doesn't have to be all on the line anymore. Now it can be just cash, generating interest, courtesy of the US or Canadian or whatever government, because you're into T-bill trading ETFs. Thank you, world. And you're now being paid to play rather than paying to play. You're going from a loser mentality, survivor mentality, to a winner mentality. This, you've never been taught this at school. University didn't show you how to do this. No brokerage firm takes you aside and says, welcome to our version of the 5-timer club, like they have at Saturday Night Live. There's no brokerage firm, there's no bank that says, oh, Mr. Jones, Mrs. Jones, you don't have to stand in line to see the teller. Come with me. We're going to take you into the special area of the bank where we have oak paneling on the walls and leather-backed seats and free drinks. You're never going to be invited to that world. You're on your own and you have to make it work. The problem is some of you forget the survival mode you were in, and you forget the desperado, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me world, and you still think you're there. And you're sitting on 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. You still think you're a loser. Got to get out of that mentality. You now have to change your brain waves and go, oh, okay, hold it. I have enough money in the bank here where in theory, I could get fired today and still pay all my bills for the next 6 months, 1 year. It's true. I don't want to be in that position, but if I were in that position, I can survive while the rest of the world is scrambling to find whatever they're finding. When you go to the Costco store and you want to buy some bagels, 2 packages for what, $7, $8, $6, whatever that price is. When you only make $250 on a trade every 2 weeks, a package of bagels is $6, $7. When you're making $2,500 every 2 weeks, a package of bagels is not as expensive in relative terms as if you only made $250. You made $2,500 and the bagels are $6, $7. You made $12,500 in 2 weeks. Package of bagels is a package of bagels at $6 or $7, and that's all it is. It is still $6 or $7. We're not poo-pooing that. But on a basis of what you're dealing with, it's a whole different ball game. And when you reach an account between $100,000 and $500,000 in value, you don't have to be the riverboat gambler anymore. You don't have to be the risk taker anymore. You don't have to push the envelope to the nth degree. You're now a person that can say, well, I'm going to write the credit spreads on NVIDIA. Yeah, stock on NVIDIA is sitting at $140 a share, 139. What? I don't even care. What's it trading? It doesn't matter. Okay, it's 139.93 last night. Great. I'm going to write call credit spreads on NVIDIA with a $10 spread from 170 to 180, 180 to 190. Like way out of town. And the return on my money is 2%. 2% is all I'm going to get on this trade. But I can do $100,000 of this trade. I got $500,000 in my account. I can use 1/5 of my money, do a $100,000 credit spread on NVIDIA, bring in a 2% premium, $2,000. Those contracts die this Friday, next week. They die next week. I'm going to make $2,000 between now and then on 1/5 of my money. Now I'm going to take $100,000 and I'm going to put credit spreads on GameStop, way behind that stock. I'm going to write with another $100,000 options on something else, cash secured puts, you name it. You're looking to generate 2% every couple of weeks. 4% a month on $500,000. That's $20,000 a month coming in. You can afford to be far more conservative and boring, but yet varied, and you don't have your eggs in any one basket, and you're nowhere near the market. You are nowhere close to the stock market. There will have to be cataclysmic moves in the market that wipe out 85% of all the traders in a week before it gets near you. This is how safe you are becoming and how boring you're becoming. Because if you can generate 20,000 every couple of weeks on these kinds of credit spread trades and what have you, or long-term income through cash secured put rollovers and what have you, you're able to sit back and go, I don't have to be in a hurry anymore. I don't have to be in a panic anymore to get a trade done by the end of the day. Otherwise, I'm a loser. No, you're now from a position of strength. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do here. That's what I'm trying to do. It's the hardest thing to convince you that you're not losers anymore. The hardest thing to convince you you're winners, but not showy show-off winners. You're not going to go with the bling to the nightclub winners. You're not going to buy a fancy car with a giant hood ornament on it winners. You're not going to have an entourage of 25 people going to a club every night winners. You are silent, deadly, successful people. You can go anywhere you want, do anything you want when you get to where you want because you can afford it, and you can enjoy wealth in a private way. And no one will bother you and your family because they don't know. They don't know how successful you are. Some of your relatives might go, my auntie is, my cousin, she's acting different. I don't know what it is, but there's something different about her. She seems calmer now than she ever was before, or more self-confident about whatever it is. She's not as twitchy as she used to be when we would get together for the family or whatever. There's something going on, and it's good. It looks good. It's not arrogant. It's just a quiet, confident ability to just get by. You're elongating your life. You're lowering your blood pressure, and you are looking out. You're now able to look at the world rather than I'm only focused on what I got to focus on. That's the difference. And so the larger your account gets, the more you have to alter your behavior, the more you have to alter your style, the more conservative you should be getting. I'll tell you this, if you ever somehow met someone in an odd way, you were stuck in an elevator for 2 hours with a couple of people, and one of them is a very successful whatever, and the other two, one is a FedEx driver, and then there's you. You're looking at, there's three of you, and you're all different. The most successful of the three of you is likely the calmest person because they live their life in a calm way. The very, very wealthy of the world, and I guess I shouldn't say the wealthiest. I don't want to talk about the trillionaire people, okay? Forget the Elon Musk people, forget those. But people who are sitting on millions of dollars of assets, 10s, 20, 30, $50 million of assets. They're very busy people. They either have their own businesses and lots of employees, or some of these folks have built wealth up through disciplined trading and disciplined investing techniques that they're not ever going to change, and they're now training their siblings or children to take it on from here. And the kids are the go-getters. We want to go and go, and mom and dad are the calm down Chester people. We've built this family wealth to a certain level, and we're not going to blow it on some one hot trade or something like that. That's not what we do here, because we can take 20 million and turn it into $21 million in the next year. We don't need to take 20 million and turn it into 30 million because we've got 20 million now. The next million we add to this pot is not the million we need to eat on. It's just a million to be added to the wealth of the family. I'm trying to get you into that mode already. I'm already trying to get you thinking this way. So you don't have to be a risk taker extraordinaire on any option positions you take. You should actually be even more conservative than you were before, because you can now afford to be more conservative. That's what we're getting at. So a $5,000 trader versus a $50,000 trader versus a $500,000 trader, three different strategies all over the place, three different mentalities all over the place, three different levels of comfort, of stability, or complete panic. That is life. It is reality. And 90% of the market out there, the players of the market that are out there, are in the lower 90 percentile. They're the desperados. They're trying to get a win, to get money back that they lost last year or 5 years ago. They're just trying to find a way to shortcut a win, to get a quick win and shortcut all the work that you've had to do by being here for a few years. And they will continue to do that. And there will occasionally be someone that will brag to the world, I took $1,500 and I turned it into $15,000, and then I gambled all of it on this wild trade and I turned it into $100,000. I am a god, kneel before me. Unfortunately, the next trade they do, they went back to 50 grand, and the next trade they did, they went back to 15 grand, and we never hear from them ever again because they're not talking anymore. Those of you who have ground your way up and ground your way up, and you moved it and you compounded it and you got here, you're now at 100 grand, 150 grand, 200 grand. You've begun the beginning of winning. You're not there yet. You're on your way, but you are no longer a desperado at $5,000-$10,000 anymore per trade or potential account. And you're now open to even more information, because once your pressure is off to find enough money to pay the rent next month, the mortgage, you now can absorb information on how to become even a better trader, a smarter person, more informed. The very wealthy of the world are constantly learning more they can't get their hands on. They're desperate to absorb more information. They are the book readers. They are the ones who have one-on-ones with all kinds of specialists about all kinds of things. These people are learners. They got the dough. They're making dough, and they're still adding more knowledge in between their ears until the day they die. And it's challenging, and it's exciting, and it's revealing. That's the world they're in. I'm trying to get you to be able to become this kind of an individual. No other channel on YouTube does this, I don't think. They're too busy trying to get through today. They're trying to get through this morning. They're trying to get you with an investment that they've pumped you into that might go up another 50 cents a share, $1 a share, might double in value. Fair enough. They're out there for everybody else. I can't play that game. Way too old, way too tired for that. I'm here to help you build your wealth and keep it. Keep it from disappearing. This is why I am begging you guys, you better get more of your account into a cash position and be an option writer from a cash position. And haul in daily interest like you've never hauled it in before. Play a game with yourself and say, I will not stop until I'm making $10 a day in interest in my account. $10 a day, 7 days a week, interest has to be coming into my account before I even think I'm anywhere. And then it's going to be $20 a day. Then it's going to be $100 a day. You've got to get to the point where the interest coming into your account is actually what you can live on. The interest that you're making on the money you're managing. That's another level of success. Some of you are there already. Some of you don't realize you could be there right now because you're sitting on so much stock and stagnant assets that aren't generating more than 2, 3, 4% a year for you. You could theoretically rearrange those assets in the next 30, 60, 90, 120 days with the help of a tax advisor, obviously. And you could then re-engineer your assets to the point where you are generating $20 a day in interest and you are generating $8,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 a month in income from option premiums. And you're going, my God, this is a whole different ballgame. A year from now, I'm going to be doubling, growing this much money rather than this much money. Oh my God. You're not used to winning. You're used to surviving. Welcome to the Winners Club. whatever level you're at. I'm glad you're all here. I'm so proud of so many of you. So many of you sitting just on the edge of breakout. I'm excited. Thank you so very much. We're opening in a minute. Giddy up! I love this game. I love this game. Good morning from Weber Boy. Thank you all, Larry. Thank you, Sheepy Investor, Flint Creek. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see you all here. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Nice to have you here. Christina says we're 60 away from 200 thumbs ups. J-Boy, I'm 141. Susan Shops, I'm 146 for Bruce. Brian, number 149. Good morning, everybody. Excellent poll question. I was curious about this. What kind of device do you use when you trade your contracts? Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I'm thinking about selling some of my GameStop and writing January 2026 $30 or $32 cash secured puts, just like your SoFi strategy. I assume this is only for stocks you're bullish on. No, it's not. It doesn't matter if you're bullish or not. It's just a practical way to work the market. Write these 30-32s, take god-awful money from these people, gobs of it, and now be prepared to buy back your stock in the low 20s if it sinks that low. That's okay. Stock goes higher, you laugh. Stock stays where it is, you laugh. Stocks goes lower, you go, I'll buy it, I'll sell it back and write more puts. I'm okay with this game. I love this game. Larry loves this game. Larry loves ringing the bells. We are open for trading. We're up, we're running. I welcome you all to the channel. Thank you, D.H. Ruda and Brian and Charlie and Zed Estate, Cindy, 162, Lorraine, 163, Burrow King Sound, 169 on the thumbs up meter for Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. Richard Carlin, knee. Don't forget to yell knee, especially if it drives your wife or husband crazy. Yell knee right now. Wake them up. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I love this game. I hope you love this game. I hope you love winning. If you don't like winning, you'll find channels out there that'll help you make yourself into a loser in no time. I'm sure they're out there. So knock yourself out. Is every other channel out there a bad channel? No, there's some really great YouTube channels out here. Depends on what your niche is and what you're into and what you want to be part of. That's the name of the game. I can only talk from my end of it here. I'm just trying to make my viewers consistent winners, day in, week out, month in, year out. That's what I want to have happen here. And there you go. We have 268 people voting on this poll question here. Most of the time when I write or trade my stock options, I use a cell phone. 52% say I use a cell phone. 23% of you say laptop. 22% desktop computer. 3% other device. Very interesting. I would love to know some of the more interesting places you've been to do your option trades. Where were you when you did an option trade? Whether you did a rollover, you closed out a position, you took on a position. It was a strange place to do it, but it had to be done. Whatever. Thank you all for doing that. Don't forget, one more comment. The classes are $150 at the moment until Jan 1 when they go up to $200 a class. One-on-one sessions are $400 each, going to $500 each into the new year. If you wish to acquire a one-on-one session today for $400 to lock it in for, say, January or February, we can do that for you. I will take note of these deposits that are in. Yeah. You're being given that advantage. You're here now, and why not? You let me know when you're ready for a one-on-one, and we'll take it from there. Thank you all so very much. Juan, Burrow King Sound, neat. Yell at the wife, yell out the window, neat. Tell the world, neat. There you go. Sheepy, what should our trading strategy be for TFSA accounts? This is one-on-one territory. Ted, good morning, everybody. 174 thumbs up. One, neat. Bobby took on 2 Rocket Lab Jan 17, $25 cash secured puts yesterday at 120 a piece. Cindy B, Greece. That's where I was. I was in Greece when I did a trade. That was out of the norm. There you go. Burger King. I have not lost any money ever since I found you. I've never lost money since. It's almost scary, isn't it? Alex, I love it when Uncle Bruce says gobs of cash. Take gobs, Brian. Gobs of it. Just take it. Take the money. My two small channels, normally 3 in total, are the best. They all are working on it to recommend occasionally Uncle Bruce, but one of them is not for people under 18. So you all know, only Splinter. It's all good, my friend. You don't have to explain yourself to us. You're all good. Charlie, Sheepy, covered calls, poor man covered calls, might be able to write spreads. Check with the bank on the TFSAs. Brian, Alex, gobs, I love it. Mandu, neat. Brian, gobs, definition, North American, a lot of. He wants to make gobs of money selling cassettes. Gobs. Take the gobs of money. SoFi, 1638, I think. I don't know. Where are we at on SoFi right now? 1630, down 30 cents. Where are we at elsewhere? We're down 216 on the Dow as a starting dip. See how long this lasts. How serious is it? We're down 201. S&P down 41, NASDAQ down 180, oil up 86 cents. Rocket Lab down 42 cents. GameStop down 37, AI down 55, NVIDIA down 215. Well, with SoFi down and Rocket Lab lower and GameStop lower, what a perfect time to write cash secured puts. I mean, hey. Also a perfect time to write put credit spreads. Deep out of the money with the stock lower already. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, it's up to you. You got to figure this one out. Uncle Bruce is just a secret ad to my channel. That's all. Bobby, when Uncle Bruce goes off, the net money gives me tingles. Christina, hey there. I have some dough, baby. Splair should only sound like I would explain myself to covered. It's all good, buddy. Welcome all to the program. 205 is the down dip on the Dow right now. 205. Now 196. Okay, we're down 196 on the Dow. Giddy up, everybody. Maybe we have a little dip to start and then a rally and a little dip and a rally and then we end up on the day. I don't know. Lots of red today, says Doug. There you go. That's the story. Tesla down 977. Palantir down 231 right now. Watching this market get its opening legs under it. Let's see, MicroStrategy down 591, Costco down 1249, Coinbase down $6. Matterport at 472.5. I don't know when the Matterport deal closes. We were led to believe the fourth quarter, that's what they were hoping and expecting to do. They being CoStar and Matterport, they'll figure it out. Whatever. Anybody knows anything more on it, you let me know. I'll pass it on. We're up 9 on SmartRent. We're up 4 on ME. Google down 206, Apple down 226, Microsoft down 639, Broadcom down 534. Intel is off a dime. Netflix down $17. Meta down $7.50. Eli Lilly down $3.60. Amazon down $3. Super Micro's down just 59 cents. Uber's down 91. Adobe down 249. Cisco down 21. AMD down 62, Unity down 27, Enphase down 21. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's green. It's a non-green start to the morning. It's a red start. How much red? I don't know. We'll follow it. So far, it's 0.43 of a percentage point for the Dow. Just under half a percentage point. On S&P, it's 0.75 of a point lower. NASDAQ is 1% lower, and oil is up 88 cents at the moment. Cheers to all of you from around the world. Welcome to Rugman 2.0. Nice to have you here. 1627 to 29 on SoFi right now. Volume on your SoFi this morning seems to be 2.6 million in 8 minutes. It's not unusually good or bad. It's kind of typical. We'll see how that plays out. Doug, good day to write puts today. Burrow King, I wish I was in Guyana, South America, when I did a roll-up on SoFi. Mr. Riccardi, welcome, my friend from Italy. I'm number 179 on your thumbs up meter. Good bonjour. No weird dreams last night, by the way. You and I weren't fighting over what diner to go to in Milano, so all is well. Very good, sir. Zen Estate, I think there's a new option chain for March 2025 for GameStop. That would not be a shock. Kind of expect new chains to show up now at the end of December. We should have January, February, March chains popping up for everybody. I would think. we'll see what's going on. Thank you for that, Zed State. Appreciate that info. We're down 33 on SoFi. We're down 49 on Rocket Lab. We're down 91 on GameStop. And then GameStop is still 32.08. AI down 91 cents. NVIDIA down 285. Tesla down 10.25. There you go. Of course, if Tesla were trading at $44 a share instead of $443, it would only be down $1. So with a $10 drop on Tesla, it sounds terrible. But in reality, it's down $1. If it were a $22 stock, it would be down 50 cents. SoFi's down 38, and it's a $16 stock. They're doing exactly the same thing. It's a slight drop on two different price stocks. That's all it is. It's nothing personal. It's just business. Welcome all to the program. The Dow is only down 181. Only 181. It was down 250 to start. Now it's down 184. Okay, well, we'll follow this trend and market and all this good stuff. Brian, Zeta State, I see it. Exciting. The spread is 465 to 965 for the $32 calls. So obviously the market makers have not yet established an actual market. And so we've got goofball numbers going on. Well, there you have it. Welcome to the brand new day of new options. They'll fill in. They'll eventually fill in. There you go. 179 is the drop on the Dow now. 166 is now the down dip on the Dow. We are improving still, coming on. The VIX is up 114 to only 1587. This is a very bullish rating for the market. This is not a bad day on the market at all. It's just a slight dip on the opening, which is actually phasing away. It's fading away quickly. 1631 now, 32 on SoFi. 1632 on SoFi. The low of the session did touch 1621. We're already a dime off the low of the day for SoFi already. So we bounced back 10 cents. We're down about 29 cents, and the volume is now 3.1 million. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Great to have you here. What a year 2024 has been. What a year 2025 will be. The key now is to keep you all on a positive momentum streak to take this much higher and become asset managers in the truest sense of the word from a cash position. A strong cash position is where you want to be an option writer from. We don't want to be long in stock that could be volatile. We want to be long in money. Many of you have figured something out in the last 2 years. Some of it has been a brutal lesson, and some of it has just been interesting. It depends on what demographic you're in, okay? Because again, around here, 297 people here, you run the gamut from poor to wealthy. You're all over the map here. Have you noticed how much money has depreciated on you? The depreciation of cash? Instead of saying, oh, prices have gone way up. No. The value of your money has gone way down. That is the reality of the situation. Those of you old enough to know, and there aren't many of you left that know this, but you might recall back in the 60s and 70s and 80s and even the 90s, before the euro was created, the 27 countries in the Eurozone, or 23 of them, whatever the number is, all those countries had their own currencies, and that included the Italians. And you might remember the Italian lira, the official currency of Italy. And you would see a travel video by Rick Steves, or you would see a news report by some business reporter, and it would come from Rome or from Milan or from Florence or whatever. And if you ever noticed, say, a footage being taken in a town square where all the farmers bring their produce once a week for sale, and they've got their signs beside their fruit, and these apples, a bag of apples would be, 80,000 lira. You remember those days? 80,000 this, 60,000 for that, 20,000 lira for this, 200,000 lira for that. And we're just going, what? A bag of apples in America is 99 cents. What's this 120,000 lira crap? Because the lira was absolutely worthless. And they refused, the country refused to revalue their lira. It was political suicide if you did that, because it's like doing a stock rollback, and no one wanted that to happen. And so eventually the Italians and the Germans and the French and the Spanish, they all became part of the EU, and they adopted the euro, and they had their final last day of valuations for the currencies, and it all became euros instead. And now the Europeans are only doing euro transactions. But there are still those countries like the Japanese yen, 157 yen to the American dollar, 157 to 1? What the hell is that? Yes, it is true. There are still some wacky priced currencies out there. Money has depreciated. Now we noticed in our world today, 2024, going into 2025, how much our money is depreciating. Canadians certainly know what I'm talking about. My friends in Australia know what the hell I'm talking about. Our dollars are getting shellacked against the rest of the economies. And what you find is you go to your grocery store, you go to your corner store, and you want to buy a pineapple that used to be $1.99 on sale. Now a pineapple is $3.99 on sale. And you're going, I don't know inflation that went double. I don't understand. How can a pineapple be double the price on sale when we're supposed to have 3% inflation that used to be 7 or 8%, and now it's coming down? Why are these prices so bad? It's because our currency is losing value to the rest of the planet, depending on where you are. Now, my American friends are seeing it too. You are seeing prices at your Costco store, Trader Joe's, Safeway, Albertsons, Publix, wherever you shop on a daily, regular basis, weekly basis, you're noticing your dollar doesn't get you as much stuff anymore. The devaluation of our currencies is what's happening. That's it. The buying power of our money isn't as good as it used to be. That's what's going on. This is why, as an option writer, you've got to be vigilant on your trades. You've got to be on top of this market. You have to make 5% a year just to hold your value, just to hold what you got. The next 5% you make is not even equaling the market. The next 5% you make is slightly getting you ahead of most other people. The next 5 or 10% you make, you're actually gaining on the world. So you got to make 30% a year to really gain on the planet. And I'm trying to tell you, 2% every 2 weeks, 4% every couple of weeks, not bad money at all, because 2% twice a month, 4% a month is 50% a year. 8% a month times 12 months, 100% gain a year. Compound this for 5 years. You're going to take a $70,000 401k and turn it into $1 million plus in a few years. Yes, because you're going to need it, because by the time we get to retirement age, depending on how old you are, some of you are 53 and you're thinking 7 years from now I'm 60. Jesus, Bruce, am I going to be paying $9.99 for a freaking pineapple on sale that I used to get for $1.99, 99 cents 10 years ago? Is it going to be $9.99 by the time I retire? My retirement account is worth shit. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. As long as I can be here, I'll be here for you. Thank you all so much for being with me today. Giddy up. Christine, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Take your time. There's no rush. If you're cash rich, you're pulling in daily interest, there ain't no race here. Walter, good morning. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen and Bagel Familia. I'm thumbs up 180. You're going for 200, Bruce. Brian, why 35s? Why not at the money 32s or 33s? Check it out. One, the $15, $16 poor credit spreads are done today, Uncle B, and we are all getting paid today. Interesting, Fidelity couldn't fill it yesterday during the entire open market. Those SoFi 15, 16 puts that you told us to consider getting into, that credit spread, they are worthless. 1630 on the stock. Those contracts are worth less at all. Juan, now that you mentioned Rick Steves, I just learned he has cancer, and we're hoping he gets better soon. I love Rick Steves. I've enjoyed him so much, like millions. And I'm hopeful that the cancer is controllable. Can he get rid of it? I don't know. Will he die from it? I don't know. I just want quality of life to be as good as humanly possible for anyone with cancer. And I wish nothing but the best for him and his family. And I have secretly, privately thanked Rick Steves for helping me open up my eyes to travel from a trusted source of information. We've been so blessed by that, man. I appreciate it. Dude, Christina, maybe write a put or something. Christina, I'm looking at GameStop right now. I think it's hit a low. I'm looking at the MACD. That is how I know when something is going to be reversed, and it shows signs. It hasn't crossed up, but it's very close. So I bought 1,000 shares at $31.91. Cindy, I bought my 6 SoFi contracts back yesterday for $1. Way to go, Cindy. Touchgrass, I use the 10-day chart for viewing MACD RSI, says Touchgrass. There you go. Just be conservative, kids. More conservative than ever before. Make your dollars leverage for you. That's the way I go, and I recommend staying in cash. That's the way I would call it. GameStop, you think it's gone down? Then write cash secured puts. Just instead of putting cash to buy the stock, write cash secured puts. 32s, write 30s. Write out of the money cash secured puts, good for 3 months, and dare them to make you buy it. That's okay. In the meantime, you're sitting on cash and hauling in daily interest. But it's up to you what you love to do. Whatever feels right to you. That's the option market. That's the best thing about it. It's like the stock market. It's like the real estate market. Pick the niche you like and go with it. And giddy up, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. Nice to have you here. This poll question, let's get a handle on it and the thumbs up meter. 289 answers down, 290 answers on the poll question, 290. And the thumbs up meter, where are we at now? 186. We're only 14 away from 200 on the thumbs up meter on a quieter day than normal. Thank you all for getting me so close to 200 thumbs ups. It is incredibly appreciated, of course. We have 290 answers. 52% say, 52% of the people say, I use a cell phone most of the time when I write or trade my stock options. 24% of you are telling me I use a laptop, Uncle Bruce. 21%, I use a desktop computer. 3% say, I use another device entirely. Well, that's 3% out of 291 people, or now 292, or that's what, 8 of you are using something other than a cell phone, laptop, or desk computer. Maybe it's the work computer, or maybe it's a ThinkPad or an iPad or something like that. Yeah, hey, there's ways to make this work for you. No question whatsoever. Please answer the poll question. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me know. And thank you for getting me to 200 thumbs ups. We're awfully, awfully close. I love this. Brian, JPM Bank upped their GameStop position by 774,000 shares. This is a rise of 48%. And they filed this on December the 26th. So they're buying at these levels. They're not buying at $15. They're paying into the 30s to do this. That's interesting. $31.92 on GameStop, down $1.07 so far. Rocket Lab's only down 18 cents. It's come all the way back here. We got down to $27.80 on Rocket Lab. We're $28.26 now on Rocket Lab. We're 46 cents off the low just in the last few minutes on Rocket Lab. We've got SoFi now at $16.31 roughly, up 11 cents from the low of the day, $16.21. We only touched that one time. 4.56 million traded on SoFi, so it looks like SoFi is bouncing up a little bit as well. The Dow only down 96 points. Very good on the Dow. We're down 40 on S&P. We're down 240 on NASDAQ. Oil up 88 cents. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome all to the party. Congratulations on making money in the market. Remember, if you only make a 3% return on a credit spread trade when it's all said and done, you're a winner. You're a winner. You lost nothing. You didn't just break even. You added 3% to your total. And at the end of the day, if you were using 20 grand on a credit spread trade and you made a measly 3% return on it, that is $600. And six $100 bills handed to you at a casino by an employee from a jackpot on a slot machine, that's a thrill. That's a thrill to get 6 crisp $100 bills. We forget winning equals making money, and we forget about money because we don't think about it in this term anymore. We don't think about money like this. We think about money now digitally as a printout. We forget what money can actually pay for and what it can actually do to a lifestyle. But this is the new normal that we're into now. It's all digital. Cindy B, my Tesla iron condos are right in the sweet spot. Down $14.90 at $4.39 a share. Juan, the $30 GameStop for Jan 26 cash secured puts, you can get $9.40 for those. You put up $3 grand in capital and you get $940 back right now. You're sitting on $3,940 in cash to say to the world, I'll buy the stock for $30 a share. Because if I take $9.40 off of that $30, I am buying my GameStop back for $20.60 a share. Anytime you want to give it to me. Hey, baby, anytime I'll take it. That is a great trade for Jan 26. A 1-year out put contract for this kind of capital. What kind of a percentage is $940 on $30? It's 31% return on your money if nothing happens. And that's without earning interest on this. You're going to earn interest on $3,940 for the year at 5%. That's $200 more. All of a sudden, your $940 is $11.40. You're making $11.40 to offer to buy the stock back at $30. This is beyond top money managers' ability to make money in the market. Billionaires don't make this kind of money. Nice going. Brian, GameStop had its highest closing price in almost 3 years yesterday, Uncle Bruce. Christina, oh, wow, I'm listening to this. I am listening to this. One, I just got 10 contracts, Uncle Bruce. Thank you so much. I just wrote 10 GameStop put contracts. I put up 30 grand, brought in $9,400. I have $39,400 in my account now. I'm going to make $2,000 in interest on it at 5% yield. And that's if it stays the year. Who says it's going to do that? Giddy up, man. That's dinero. This is called making money around here. Welcome to the party. Jen, welcome to the party.
Hello.
How are you? Brian, the 32s are going for $11.25. You want to write at the money cash secured puts? How about $11.25? Put up $3,200 and get $11.25 back immediately. And now you're hauling in interest on $4,325. You're getting interest on that $1,125 that isn't yours. I like this game, you're going to say. How about doing that 25 times? How about 40 of those? Have you got 120 grand lying around? Do 40 of those and bring in 45 grand right now and earn interest on the 45 grand that isn't your money. Oh, 2,200 in interest, almost 200 a month on other people's money. I remember a movie called Other People's Money. Brian, 35%. Uncle B, Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. And Richard says, good morning.
Richie.
We're here, baby. 1631 on SoFi, 3190 on GameStop, 2805 on Rocket Lab AI, 3643. We were down a lot more in the opening. We're actually coming on. We're coming on. The Dow was down 250. We're down 97 or something. So it's a quiet day, and I wouldn't be surprised if we break even. Remember,
very quiet.
It's option expiry Friday, so we're going to get the dip and the run and the dip. Welcome to volatility. Opportunity knocks, everybody. Juan, good morning, Auntie Jen from Juan.
Good morning, Juan.
Thank you all for sending season's greetings to us through private emails. Those of you who've been doing these PayPal donations,
You guys are very generous.
We're piling it up for Rancho Mirage. We're going to be spending money to set up our pantry for 5 months. So it's pantry money from Trader Joe's and Costco.
We're going to be the people I always smile at, that you can tell, oh, you just got down to the valley.
You just got here, didn't you?
Look at your shopping.
Look at your cart.
We can tell.
Sugar. Look, you bought flour and sugar. And you bought maple syrup, and you bought pancake mix, and you bought 5 pounds of bacon, and you just got here.
Very, very, very white.
And you're giddy.
There's no tan on you.
You have this giddy look on your face. You're rolling your cart down through Costco, and you're loading up all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get home, and you go, where are we going to put all this? There's only so much room in the fridge and the freezer. Oh, let's reorganize and play Tetris. And yeah, baby. And then the question of, well, where are we going to go for lunch? We got all this food in the cart. Where are we going to go for lunch?
Where are we going to go for lunch?
You got all this food in the cart. Why don't you go home and have it? No. We got to go to In-N-Out. No, we got to go to Chipotle's. No. We got to go to just to get a Costco hot dog. Oh, no. We got to go to our favorite here. Our favorite.
We can only go to In-N-Out once a week.
See.
If that.
These are tough times. It's not easy. Brian, Auntie Jen, are you having fun? I'm having fun. Brian is having fun.
How you doing? I hope everybody had a really nice season.
Doing? Yeah.
Got to see their family and friends.
Special shout out to Alberto. How you doing?
How you doing,
Alberto? Beach Boy, how you doing?
How's Jersey treat you?
How's Jersey? Are you even letting Jersey treat you? Are you out of Jersey? Are you riding your motorbike in Florida? Where is Alberto anyway? Welcome all to the program from wherever you are. I'm glad you're here with us.
Luca. Where in the world is Luca Santiago?
Where is my friend Luca? Yes. He said hi. He's already said hi to us. Yes. Alive and well, I think in Italy. I'm pretty sure he's in Italy right now, but welcome all to the program. Today's poll question. Okay. There's a question and then there's a sub-question to it. And I've been getting interesting responses to it. The question today is what kind of a device are you using to do most of your option work? So when you're writing options, 53% of 306 people, half of them saying, I use my cell phone. I do my trading, which of course opens up the world of possibilities. Where have you been to do option writing in the most unusual place? Of course, the normal is, I'm at home, I'm at work, or whatever. Now, 23% say they use a laptop, 21% say I use a desktop computer, and 4% say other device, and that could be a tablet or something like that. But I've been curious to find out from any of you, where have you been in the most interesting place? Now, some of you have said, oh, I was in Maui. I was in Maui on holidays with the fam. I was in Oahu. I was here. Some folks.
I was in the bathtub having a bubbly.
Well, I haven't had a bathtub answer, but I have had people say we were in Florida on holidays, or we were whatever. Stephen Butler is saying headed out early to an early movie. Y'all have a great day. Right on, Steve.
Oh,
you can write options from the movie theater. Beach Boy, Auntie Jen, Alberto isn't here, so this is an illegal gathering. Please disperse in a timely manner. Everybody, disperse.
Nothing to see here, folks. Move along.
Yeah, Christina, help Uncle Bruce. Would it be better to do a cash secured put GameStop 30 for Jan 26 for 9.45 or July 25.30 for 7.45? Am I going shorter in time for the 30 to take $2 less shorter in time, or do I go longer in time and do the 30 for 9.45? Now this is an out of the money. These are out of the money trades for GameStop because the stock's 31.33 right now. So these are both out of the money. They're both worthless. One only has 7 months of time. One has this is a personal call. You're going to win either way. If the stock goes to 35, just generically in the next month, the contract is 5 out of the money. One has 7 months to go, 6 months to go. One has a year or 11 months to go. So they're both going to fall in value in a proportionate way. But in the meantime, one pays you more daily interest than the other. But if you're only writing one, it's a couple $100 in gross money differential. If you're writing 10, you're bringing in 9,400 versus 7,400. Now that's $2,000 in your account, pulling in daily interest. It's $100 a year in interest. That's all I'm saying. It's $2 a week more.
There you go.
Is it a life changer? No, it's just another differential. There are those who are writing 32s because they want to write right around the money or just out of just
some like
out of, in the money, and they're bringing in $11, $12, and they want as much cash in their hand as they can get. Fair enough. Of these 745s at a $30 strike means that you're paying $22.55 if you get exercised.
Yeah.
If you take the 945 trade for January and you get exercised at 30, you're paying $20.45. So what, you know, for some of you, 2045 is the number. Yeah, I want this.
Yeah.
I want this extra
$2.
$2.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want the extra $200. Hey, there's your decisions. A margin called in the south of France in a restaurant is where I was when I did it. Now that's
that margin call.
that sounds pretty damn exotic to me. Brian, GameStop's down 5%. Brian, good time to write cash to get puts right now. Mr. Riccardi from Italy. That was shocking times, Uncle Bruce. Shocking times. Brian, GameStop 31.13. Mr. Riccardi, I'm 20 minutes behind you when we're talking about the Italian lira. You got to refresh your computer. Just refresh your screen. I don't know. Anyway, we're talking about the old days. If you're old enough to remember the lira, that where you went to the fruit stand and a bag of apples was 100,000 lira.
Yeah.
And in Safeway in Spokane, Washington, was 99 cents a bag.
Yeah.
You know, and we're talking about the devaluation of money.
Yes.
How our money is devaluating because our prices are rising. We're getting less for what we have.
One of the reasons Bitcoin is so attractive to people.
That's true. I remember. These are.
It doesn't get devalued.
There's certain memories seared into brains. Okay, one of them I remember was going with my dad, hopping in the vehicle from the house to the Kentucky Fried Chicken store, and picking up a barrel of chicken,
a bucket,
or a bucket, or a barrel, because there was the bucket and there was the barrel, and we would get the barrel because there was a family of 5 plus my uncle. That was 6 of us, so we needed a barrel of chicken. It was at least 25 pieces or something like that.
Barrel of chicken.
Barrel of KFC. And then the big container of, I think it was French fries, maybe mashed potatoes, and the gravy, and the coleslaw, and maybe potato sauce. Anyway, yeah. And this is like 1968, 1969, okay? Man was just landing on the moon, okay? We get to the KFC, and there's no drive-through. You got to park your car, walk in, and there's nowhere to eat in there. Maybe they have 2 tables. It was a takeout place.
It was a takeout.
They were all takeouts. And my dad is standing there, and he's looking at the board, and he's telling the guy what he wants. And the guy is, you remember the cash registers? We had the buttons, you know?
Yeah.
$15.99, kachinka. $1.99, kachinka, gravy, $1.39, kachinka, and kachinka, plus the tax, the total, subtotal plus tax, total, and it would be, $28 or something like that, or $21 or $18.99. And I'm thinking 1969, this could have been $14 for the whole, and that today is, $75. Yeah. And I remember my dad pulling out his wallet from his back pocket, which was always an event. And I'm only 5 foot tall. I mean, I'm 13. I haven't sprouted completely yet, but I can look down into that man's wallet. He's too busy looking at his wallet, so I'm kind of seeing what he's got. And I'm seeing $10 and $20 bills. There's got to be $200 in there. Today, that's $2,000 cash. There were no credit cards. He wasn't using a Visa card to buy the chicken. It was cash, man. And he would have a habit of licking his thumb and forefinger to be able to separate the bills because they would stick together, right? Yeah. So, and he'd pull out a $20 bill and hand it to them. Now, in those days,
you go with it.
Yeah, in those days, the Canadian $20 bill had the Queen on it on the front, and it was green in color. And I rarely saw one of those. The 10s were purple. The 5s were blue. The $2 bills were kind of a pinky orange color, and the ones were green as well, a different shade of green. The 50s were reddish. They were blood
Never
red,
saw 50s.
and the hundreds were brown. And a $1,000 bill, which existed in those days, I saw maybe one in my lifetime. They were pink, very rare. But he's pulling out a $20 bill. That's $200 today. $200 cash, and I'm going, wow. But this cash was cash that he was using to. He would walk into the bank with his power bill, electric bill, his water bill, and he'd pay cash to pay these bills at the bank. And so once a month, you needed a couple of $100 for this.
Cashier, and she would just take it out of your account.
That's right. And if you walked into a liquor store and bought a bottle of vodka and a bottle of rye and a case of beer, you needed $20 back in the day. It was just as expensive then as it is now, just in a relative way.
We were talking about that just this past few days. How no one has cash in their pockets, and so you don't have a loonie or a toonie to give to homeless people. You just don't have cash.
People are begging outside of
stores. And the red kettles take cash.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any money on me. I'll give you $1 if I had $1, but I don't have a $1 bill. We don't print them anymore. We don't print $2 bills. Now we have to have these coins, and I don't want to use coins. It's up there a pain in the ass. So I use the debit card. Questions. Juan, SoFi $17 cash secured puts are paying $450 for Jan 2026 because the stock is down to 1601 right now. Beach Boy, Anti-Gen, GameStop dipping, so I wrote Jan 26 $20 cash secured puts on what? GameStop?
Yeah.
20s? No, you didn't.
No,
you didn't. Okay, I wrote GameStop is dipping. You didn't write GameStop's at 20 for 334. You must have written something. Beach Boy, help me here. That's not making sense. Lisa, I have one of those SoFi Jan 2617 cash secured puts. So glad to hear that, Lisa. You're making money writing contracts. Beach Boy, what did you write? What stock are you talking about? What price? I'm not sure what's going on. Bagel. We have
Friday? I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I had the grape jelly yesterday.
These last 2 days are
yeah. It feels like it's Tuesday. It's weird. Do we have ham and cheese available?
Yes, I believe so.
I could do that with a good slathering. No, but a good slathering of the
white
because I'm phlegmy. That would be great.
You're phlegmy.
Phlegmy.
I know, it's all in my nose.
It's all in our nose. Welcome everybody. Andre, Rocket Lab $30 Jan 26 are paying $11.20 for a cash secured put on Rocket Lab. That stock's $27.59. Beach Boy, this is GameStop. Okay, you're telling me you're writing a cash secured put. Okay, I get it. Okay, all right. It's me. It's not you. It's me. All right. You're writing out of the money $20 GameStop puts with the stock at 31.25. You're writing 20s, and you're hauling in 334 for Jan 26. So you're willing to buy the stock back for $16.76 or 60. Nice. I think we approve of that. I'll tell Jen in a minute. Brian Beach Boy, I don't think Bruce approves of your message. Not enough money there. Beach Boy, Jan 2026 meant 20s, way out of the money on these puts. Bobby, it's a Canadian problem, truly. The balance between loonies and toonies in one pocket versus a cell phone in the other pocket. Beach Boy, CSOs or CSPs, cash secured puts. Zed, he did GameStop 20s. He got $3 premium on those. Beach Boy, 334. I'm getting 334, putting up $2,000 and getting 334 back for $11 out of the money. Yes, well, that is a conservative trade. But hey, the stock wants to go to 32, 34, 35 in the next week or two. Those will go down by 20, 30% for sure. Obviously, 6 months from now, those will be half price, because if they're out of the money, they're out of the money. But it's a payoff. True, 16% ballpark, 16.5%. But if you wrote $30 puts for Jan 26 or 32s for Jan 26, you could bring in closer to 35%. But yeah, a win is a win is a win. Look, I'm not complaining. Zed Beach Boy, go 30s and get $10, baby. Alberto, I'm here. We can begin now. I'm here. Welcome everyone to the program. Let's make some donero here. Alberto, where are you? Are you home in Jersey, or are you on the road? Are you enjoying warm weather? Nice to have you here. Great to see you. D.H. Ruda, that's a long time to have $2,000 tied up. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'd rather tie up $3,000 and get $1,100. Now I'm hauling interest in on $4,300, $4,200. That would be my mentality if I were doing the trade. But hey, it's a good conservative trade. No doubt about that. Yeah, interesting. 295 down dip on the Dow. We've gone onto a sell wave here, so it's affecting everything. 1596 on SoFi. Those contracts are in the money now. Those 16s are in the money. Hopefully some of you have taken your exit strategy, or we'll keep an eye on it. Rocket Lab down 109, GameStop down 184, AI down 195, NVIDIA down 446, Tesla down $24 to $430, Palantir down 360 to 78.54. MicroStrategy down 744, Costco down 1627, Coinbase down 865. The Matterports are 469.5. Smart Rent 1A61, ME 319. Google down 430. Apple down 360. Microsoft down 980. Broadcom down 750. Intel down 27. Netflix down $28.11 to $8.96. I'm not sure if John, are you still here? Are you watching me, John Gill? Are you still into that Netflix credit spread trade that you rolled and rolled and rolled? Are you still in there? Is this thing working for you now? Meta down 1239. EI Lilly down 644. Amazon down 571. Spiders are down 760. The Qs are down 1053. Supermicro down 142. Uber down 142 to $60. Adobe down 589. Cisco down 21 cents. AMD off 239. Unity down 123. Enphase down 220. Spires are down 61 cents at 14.33. Moderna down 45 cents or so at $40. Pfizer is up 15 cents just to say screw you, everybody else. IBM down $2. HPQ down 35. Home Depot down 91 cents. Vanik Semiconductors down 560. Goldman down 662. Boeing down 51. Target down 66. JP Morgan down 138. Walmart down 127. Disney down 112. American Airlines down 32 cents. DraftKings is off 81 cents. AMC down 7. It's at 398 now. Royal Caribbean down 554 at 231.67. Welcome all to the party. Now the Dow is down 333. We got a little bit of a dip, down 0.8 of a percentage point. S&P down 1.3%, 82 points. NASDAQ down 431 at 2.16%. We're finally getting a little bit of a liquidation. It's been a while. This is why I'm telling you, go cash. Just go cash. Sell what you got and write cash secured puts. And take these gobs of dollars off the top and say, okay, you're forcing me to sit on a bunch of money. I don't have to own stock to be the contracts. Thank you very much. And I'll take these dips as an opportunity to make this move. Giddy up. Thank you all for being here. Alberto on the road, upstate New York, baby. That's where I am. Right on, buddy. Lisa, do we know the catalysts for today's rug pull, or simply everything has been overbought lately? Dude, yo, Alberto, Merry Christmas to you. Brian, GameStop, 30.90, Bruce. Yes, it is, down 209. Alberto, dude face, back at you there, buddy. Alberto sold 23 Tesla cash secured puts that expire next week, 432 strike for $11. And we're at 428 right now, done 25. We'll see what happens for next week. Brian, market is nice and red right now. There you go, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. It's nice to have you all with us today. Giddy up, kids. NVIDIA down 490, AI down 222, GameStop down 208 to 3091, Rocket Lab down 146, SoFi down 76 cents at 1584 on SoFi, 1583. The low of the day, 1580 on 9.1 million in about 49 minutes. Welcome to the show. The Dow's down 356, down 0.8 of a percentage point. S&P down 1.39, NASDAQ down 2.17. Here it is. Apparently, if dementia is an issue, you're worried about dementia, there's a way to apparently avoid dementia, or some trades are better to avoid dementia than other trades, and one of them is becoming a cab driver, or probably an Uber driver, a delivery driver. If you are thinking on the fly about directional things, apparently this is just firing things in the brain to keep you from going into dementia. I have a suspicion if you're an option writer and you're a cash secured put writer and you're a credit spread writer, you're doing the same, that you're directionally figuring out the market, stocks, options, timing, premiums, percentage returns. You're not going to get dementia. I don't think so. Bobby sold my DraftKings at $39.80, and I wrote the Jan 26 $40 cash secured put. They gave me $680 for each of them when I went cash this month. Right on, buddy. Juan, great to hear from you, Alberto. Juan, tempted to buy back my Tesla put and get a few GameStop puts and Rocket Lab. Alberto, I pray for assignment, Uncle Bruce. Owning at 429 and then flipping to covered calls for big dinero. Bring it on. Nice going, Alberto. Bobby, I enjoy my side job of a pizza driver, always looking around and checking times and deliveries and logistics of neighborhoods and roads and one-way streets and everything. Yes, sir. Alberto, 422. I meant I'm going to be able to get this stock at 422. Thank you very much, says Alberto. I wrote 32s for 11. So 420, 422, 421 is the net price he's paying for this stock. You'll buy it at 421. It's at 430 right now. 431 on Tesla. Anytime, he says, I dare you to exercise me. I double dare you. I come on. Deep value. I'm ready to write more GameStop put credit spreads. Thank you, Rugman. Alberto, Juan, happy holidays. And Brian, Alberto is so hot right now. Yeah, look, GameStop is 31.08. What's wrong with writing 22.24 put credit spreads on GameStop? What's wrong with writing 23.25s? What's writing 26.21s, 26.22s, 26.23s, 26.24? Take the dinero a month or so out or less. Take the credit spreads. Yeah, check them out. Do some checking out. Rocket Lab 27.21. Low 20 credit spreads on puts for Rocket Lab. Now's the time to consider. SoFi 1590. Okay, it's coming back a little bit here. I'm still cautious about credit spread writing because the premiums aren't there for short-term trades like they are for Rocket Lab, like GameStop, like AI. It's 35.38 on AI. You can do mid-20s to high 20s put credit spreads on AI. I like that trade a lot. NVIDIA 135.56. Call credit spreads on the Magnificent Seven. Today would be a day you're going, oh, yeah, man, I love this game, Uncle Bruce. I followed you. I did what you said. I went 15% ahead of the market, 20% ahead of the market, wrote credit spreads way the hell out of Dodge for short-term time frame, 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, and today alone I'm being rewarded. Yeah, baby, giddy up. Tesla down 22 at 431.60. Palantir down 344 at 78.70. MicroStrategy down 824 at 332. There you go. There's a couple of different quotes, couple of thoughts. 288 drop on the Dow, a little recovery. Expect volatility today. It's option expiry day. It's Friday. Brian, Tesla was 450 this morning. Nice work, Alberto. Juan, same to you, Alberto. Brian, on fire, says Alberto. Bobby, what's wrong with buying my 23.21 spreads back at 6 cents each? I don't know what's wrong with this picture. I think I might just do that and write some more, write new ones. Yeah, time to make more dinero. Absolutely. Bring in cash. Add it to your cash balances. Increase your daily interest takes. Thank you very much. Say, do you like this game? I like the Rugman can be your friend, if you know how to write options. These days, right now, down day, this is called making money, easy money. Thank you, gamblers, for being the risk takers. Dude, these are great days. Calls are shrinking and puts are being written. Oh, I love this. Deep value. I like the 24 to $26 poor man covered call spreads on GameStop. I like this, Uncle Bruce. I like this idea of the 24-26. Take a look for next Friday, the Friday after, Jan 17s. Go find some nice credit cash here. Take the risk from $2 down to $1. I don't know, down to 120. What can you do? Let me know what you do on this, Brian. Did Rugman speak today? It looks like it. Well, there are opportunities from time to time that come our way. I don't know, just a guy in front of a computer trying to help people get richer. That's what it's about. I like this game. Down 320 on the Dow. SoFi 1590. Rocket Lab 2706 down 138. GameStop 3094. AI 3536 down 196. Nvidia's down 420, and Tesla at 431.23 down 22.90 at the moment. And at the end of the day, these might be all higher towards break even. That could be the end of the day today, for all we know. Just saying, I'm just a guy saying, hey, I want you to get richer. Let the gamblers take all the risks, hand you the cash up front, and you say, thank you, sir. May I have another? This is all good. Weber Day, Alberta, also on the road in upstate, selling more SoFi puts today. I'm writing more cash secured puts. Dude, Santa Claus has left the building, laughing out loud. There you go. Giddy up. Well, we'll see how this plays out. I love this game. Santa. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jen.
It's the last of the horseradish.
Oh my. We got to get out of town. We got to go. There's no need to stay here anymore.
That's right.
We're gonna have to buy one of those to take with us. I was thinking we should buy a couple and take them with us.
We can't find that down there.
Not that intense.
Not that one. Yeah. This stuff really.
This horseradish mayo clears the sinuses.
It's like Felipe's, except Felipe's is a mustard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's exactly right.
It all clears it.
Oh, giddy up, everybody! Let's check this thing out. Look at this bagel.
That out.
Look at this. It's toasted sesame seed bagel with ham and cheese, with horseradish mayo in there. Oh my goodness.
So everybody, you have a great weekend. Everybody get back to their homes and get ready for New Year's.
Those of you in Mexico, the Bahamas, on cruise ships, Hawaii, enjoy.
Try not to suffer too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't rub it in to your friends and relatives as much as in past years.
Bye, everybody. See you on Monday.
Thank you, Auntie Jen.
Bye.
Awesome sauce. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, there's nothing stopping the MTTR buyout, correct? They haven't spoken about it since. Not that I know of. Nothing stopping that deal. Snowboarder for life. I saw an article about how there are challenges to the takeover and a delay is likely not a lot of deal, but really only a little bit of news I've seen lately. That's all I know. Bobby, under 20 days until Mexico vacation. Let's go. There you go, Bobby. Rock and roll, pal. You got the right attitude right there. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. This is good stuff. So good. Now we're down 360 on the Dow. SoFi's 1590. Let's see what happens while I eat my bagel. On SoFi, the low of the day is 1580. We're at 1590 on SoFi, down 70 cents right now on 10.4 million. While I chomp this bagel, we'll see if SoFi does any kind of a rally here. We'll find out. Rocket Lab 26.99, down 145. GameStop at 31 even, down 199. AI at 35.38, down 194. Nvidia down 438, and Tesla at 432.79, down 20.86. It looks like Tesla has come back from its low so far of 426. It's now back to 433. Tesla going the other direction, which means Alberto's puts are falling in value here. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. 1590 on your SoFi, down 70 cents. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Delicious. Delicious. Thank you all. The poll question that's out there, 335 answers now. Thank you. The thumbs up meter is at 208. You guys did it for me. You got me over 200 thumbs ups while I wasn't looking. Thank you. 53% of you answering today's question say, most of the time when I write or trade my stock options, I use a cell phone. 53% are using a cell phone. Is this a difference from 30 years ago? My God. Option writing 30 years ago, you couldn't even, there weren't cell phones, but even if you had one, you couldn't do the trade yourself. You needed a broker. Laptop, 23% of you say I use a laptop. 20% say I use a desk computer. 5% of you now are telling me I use another device. That is 16 of you using something else other than a cell phone, laptop, or desktop. I figured this would be a reasonable take on the question. Where have you been when you've written options using a cell phone? Have you been in any exotic locations? Have any of you been on a cruise ship? Have you been on a holiday somewhere? Might not sound exotic to you, but it might sound exotic to my followers here. Do let me know if you dare. Where have you written or bought back different options? Whether you're a writer, rollover specialist, whatever you were doing. Where were you when you did some of your trades? I love to hear stuff like that. Thank you all, everyone, for being here today. We're down 418 on the Dow right now. 1588 on SoFi. It's going down. Oh, back to 1590. Time for another bite. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very, very good. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, very nice. Brian, Alberto, is he going to buy back these contracts today for 30% gains in one day? Zed, deep value, what is your expiration date? Bobby, oh, Cuba, that we're going to Cuba. Alberto, you've taught us well. Says Alberto. Brian, I love Cuba. Something is my fave. Hall Gwyn is my favorite. I don't know what that means. Canadians can go to Cuba. We can go to all-inclusive resorts down there for super cheap compared to anywhere else. Americans, not so simple. Yeah, Europeans and Canadians and South Americans head to Cuba for a getaway. Not Americans necessarily. It is what it is. Alberto, I have, Brian, the ultimate weapon called patience. I can wait a couple of days, but I prefer to be assigned. There you go. Doug, I expected a down day today. Option expiry day. Yes, sir. Deep Value says to Zeta State, Jan 17. Hector, Uncle Bruce, trade on a laptop from cruise ships around the world. It's expensive, but it's doable. And the money you can make more than covers the cost of the cruise anyway. I was on a cruise ship this year, ocean liner, 3 different voyages on the Queen Mary 2, broadcasting to you guys. That was kind of cool. Had not done that before. I hadn't been on an ocean liner being live on the air. That was a first. We're down 419 on the Dow. We're at 1586.85 on SoFi. At the low of the day, approximately within a nickel. Will SoFi snap back to 1620 in the next hour? We'll find out. This is so good. Wonderful. GameStop 3101. Oh my. Cheers, everybody. Oh yes. Writing options from a cash position. Does it make sense today? Yep. Lorraine, Cuba has the best trained doctors. People from Caribbean go to their medical school for less over there. Zed, deep value. So you sell 26s and buy 24 cash secured puts. Juan, in March, we went to Spain, and this November to Nicaragua, and I was able to do everything from my iPhone. Isn't it wonderful? Right on, Juan. Right on. Where have you been to write options? Have you been at your doctor's office? In a waiting room at the dentist's? You took your pet to the vet and had it get checked out, and you did some trades. Where were you? Were you in another country entirely? Were you in an RV somewhere? Where were you? 1589 on SoFi. It's coming back. Oh yeah. SoFi low of the day was 1580. We're back to 1589 on 11.3 million. SoFi. Giddy up. Deep value is saying to Zed. I mean, put credit spreads as put credit spreads. Sorry, not poor man covered calls. Deep value, kind of new to this right term and abbreviations. All the noobs are. It's all good. It'll become second nature. Don't worry. 416-point drop on the Dow, 85-point drop on S&P, 423 drop on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's down 2.1%, S&P 1.4%, the Dow down 0.97. These are the lows of the day for the big markets. 1588 to 1589 on SoFi right now, a little ahead of the low of the day at the moment, down 71 cents or so. Giddy up, kids. I've had the pleasure to broadcast this live show. Some beautiful places on this world. Zermatt, Switzerland is one that comes to mind immediately. Absolutely gorgeous place. To be able to stay there for up to 2 weeks and broadcast to you guys from Zermatt, that is a privilege, I'll tell you. Jared, I got some call credit spreads on Palantir yesterday. 93.95. Expiring Jan 10 coming up here. I'm up 40 to 50% on this thing. Giddy up. I like this game. Susan, it's hard to write GameStop put credit spreads 26 because SoFi pays so much more for the same amount of money. I know diversification important, but it's hard to do more. It's okay, Susan. I understand. I know what you mean. I know what you're getting at. It's all right. 1586 on SoFi, 3101 on GameStop now, and Rocket Lab 2681. Looks like all three of these stocks have bottomed out and might be bouncing a bit. AI also at 3514. Looks like it's stopped. Nvidia's bouncing back, and so is Tesla. We're all a little better than we were 20 minutes ago on all of those. The Dow's still down 420, 0.98%. S&P down 1.38, and the Nasdaq down 2.09%. Oil up 54 cents a barrel. It's not going anywhere. So good. So good. Dude, Uncle Bruce says, delicious. Oh, yeah. Bagel time, baby. 1588 on SoFi. Is a rally around the corner for this entire market? Is it oversold right now for the session? We'll find out. Well, we've been open an hour and 20 minutes, is it? Hour and 10 minutes? Not all that long. I'm trying to understand what this means. Look at that SoFi going up 1596. GameStop's going up. SoFi's going up. The market's getting better. We're only down 340 on the Dow. Look at that improvement. The Dow just came up 80 points. Maybe we are a bit oversold this morning at the moment. We seem to be lifting a little bit here and there. We're watching all of this. I got a lot to watch. Alberto, I think, wrote 48 calls on Rocket Lab with a $26 strike for January the 10th, 25. So we're talking about contracts that have a couple weeks to live. And he got paid $215 a contract times 48 contracts. So that's 10 grand right there. And he's on the hook to buy the stock for $23.72 if he gets exercised. Right now it's $27. So Alberto's going to make 10 grand on this trade one way or the other, or whatever. Way to go, Alberto. Brian, I am eating a cheddar and herb bagel with chocolate milk. This is so delicious. There you go. BP, do you think SoFi is going to close below 16, so we need to roll these 15, 16 spreads? I don't know. We're down 66 at 1594. We got down to 1580. Now we're approaching 16 again. These contracts are quickly going to zeros. It's too early to tell. We got hours and hours to go here. And I don't have the quote in front of me for what they're doing right now. Jarrett secured the bag on Palantir covered calls. Time to write Palantir put credit spreads. 48 covered calls. That's all he wrote. That's what he wrote. 48 covered calls. There you go. Giddy up. It's a trade. Making money everywhere you can. 15.95 right now on SoFi. 27.11 on Rocket Lab. 31.12 on GameStop. AI 35.39. Nvidia down 408. Tesla down just $20 now. It's at 434. Tesla is coming back on a bit here at the moment. Giddy up, everybody. It's option expiry Friday today with a lot of volatility built in for fun. And the Dow right now is off 360, S&P down 74, NASDAQ down 382. All have improved a bit. The Dow's down 0.83 instead of 1 full percentage point. S&P is down 1.2 instead of 1.5. And NASDAQ is down 1.89 instead of 2.2%. So there's been improvement in the three big markets. Oil holding a 52-cent gain, but we're waiting to see just these swings. Did we just rise 70 points, give a little back, and rise another 50, 60, give a little back, and ride again? Do we now go into the negative 200 range for the Dow, negative 150 range? Do we just claw back 250 points in the next 30 minutes, which could certainly move up the needle on a lot of stocks here? Again, it's momentum trading going on right now. Option expiry day. We're at 15.97 on SoFi. We're 3 cents away from those 16s being zeros. There you go. So this stock could easily climb 20 cents in 10 minutes, of course. But if you're into the trade, you're into the trade. How do you like them apples? Asks dude. Lisa, I thought CCS is a call credit spread. I'm confused. Deep value. I just realized the same thing. Alberto, dude. I tied up 23 CSPS on Tesla, cash secured puts on Tesla for next Friday at 432.50. I got 11 for those. I'm also strangling SoFi, so the liquidity is tied up right now. Dude, I think when Alberto says it, he means covered calls. Alberto, yes, covered calls. So covered calls, I think, are CCs, just CC covered calls. Cash secured puts, CSPs. Call credit spreads, CCSPs. Put credit spreads would be PCCS. I'm doing the best I can. I don't know. If you wrote it out, it would be a lot easier. You just tell me what it is. Forget the codes. Just type it. Anyway, it is. Dude, I understand, Alberta. It's one of my special skills. Brian, GameStop 31.22, Bruce. It's coming back. It's coming back up. 15.94.95 on SoFi. Are we about to break 10, 20 cents on both of these and go higher? It looks better. I don't know. We're down 360 on the Dow. We're down 76 on S&P. We're down 389 on NASDAQ. Okay, I'll type it out, says Deep Value. I'll just type it out. Thank you. It helps me a lot. I'll tell you, I've got so much watching here. It's hard without codes. Maximum 200 characters per message. There's that. Alberto, potatoes, potato, dude, acronyms helpful for some. Yeah. If you can give me partial words, CRPTSPSs, put credit spread, CV calls, CVLS, covered calls. I mean, anything to help me, the poor old man here who's got markets on the go on 3 devices, the show, the messages, the 15.98 on your SoFi. We're coming back to $16 again. Here it is, $16. SoFi just hit 16. Those options are worthless. Those puts are at 0 right now. $16 on SoFi. 341 drop on the Dow. We're improving now. The Dow's coming back a bit more. S&Ps are down. The S&P's down 72.5. NASDAQ down 373. The markets are building a little more momentum. SoFi, $16. Rocket Lab is down 116 at 27.28. Look at GameStop, 31.27. AI down 183 at 35.49. Nvidia down only 392, less than a $4 loss on Nvidia. Okay. Tesla only down 18, not down to 422. What was the low today? 426 on Tesla. We're at 436. $10 improvement on Tesla from the low of the day, which means Alberto's cash secured puts on Tesla are falling off in value. Okay, there you go. Alberto, Telo Mandu on Espanol La Proxima. I think that's something good. Brian, some people say CCS on Discord. So call credit spread. It gets confusing though. Bobby, you could make a pop-up for Uncle Bruce approval. Shorthand. Juan, laugh out loud, Alberta. Way to go, buddy. Giddy up, everybody. Making the dinero as this market does an improvement here. 322 drop on the Dow. Now 318 drop on the Dow. We've come back 120 points from the low in, 10 minutes so far? I guess we're down 0.74% for the Dow Jones. We're down 1.1% on S&P. That's only 70 points. NASDAQ down 1.85%. That's a half a point better, half a percentage point improvement on the NASDAQ 100. Oil only up 52 cents. 1601 on your SoFi. 1601 has just been printed on your SoFi. That's a 21 cent improvement from the low of the day so far. We'll see what more there is to this. We'll keep watching it. 31.24 now on GameStop. 31.24. The low on GameStop was 30.74. So GameStop has come back 51 cents in 15 minutes. So GameStop has improved nicely here already. 50-cent improvement. SoFi, $15.98, $16, a 20-cent improvement approximately so far. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you here. The Dow only down 319 now. Okay. Yeah, baby. Giddy up all. Hope you're having a good time out there. Thank you all for popping by and saying hello and hitting the thumbs up button and hitting the poll question. 348 responses now on this poll question of the day. 348. That's pretty darn good there. 216 thumbs ups. Look at that thumbs up meter going. It's beautiful. Bring it up, baby. Let's get to 250 today. Come on. Help me out with the thumbs up. 52% of the folks who answer the poll question are saying that they trade most of their stock writing option trades on their cell phone. 24% say laptop, 20% say desktop, and 5% say other device out of 348 respondents. Thank you, responders. This is good stuff. Lisa, the telltale sign should be 2 strike prices for a spread trade. Whereas simple CC or CSP is just 1 strike price. Yes, you tell me. I just wrote GameStop 2426 CSP. That's a cash secured put. We know that it's under the market. You wrote cash secured. I just wrote a AI 4446 call credit spread CSP. We know that's above the stock. That's a call credit spread. We know that. There you go. But if you can give me a little hint, that always helps because I'm useless. One, Uncle Bruce, which of the Mag 7 do you see better prepared for the upcoming administration, especially at this levels? Which of these stocks are going to do more okay than others? Well, everybody has their issues, they've all got their faults, don't they? 1601 on your SoFi, by the way. Look at the Magnificent 7 stocks and try to figure out who's going to do better. Apple makes a lot of their product in China. That's not a good thing for the administration. Tesla, well, you got Musk, hanging out at Mar-a-Lago a lot, so maybe there's something there. But, making cars in China. Microsoft, they might be able to swing through the radar, under the radar. Google, as long as they can avoid Justice Department stuff. Amazon, more or less. NVIDIA, chips, Taiwan, China, I don't know. Meta platforms, the old Facebook. Platform problems, media problems might be an issue. So there's, none of them are like scot-free, able to do whatever they want without any fear of retribution. They are so massive. They are so global into so many areas. Hard to, be stay under the radar with the Trump administration. By the way, 1603 on your SoFi. Those contracts are out of the money by 3 cents. Could we gain another 15, 20 cents in the next 10 minutes? Yeah, we could. If we do, the 15, 16s are worthless. Close them out for a penny, get out, run. Deep value, true. Palantir is something to think about. She wonders about Palantir. Zeta State, Facebook is amazing. Well, there you go. There you go. Like I said, you don't have to own these shares to make money on them. From an option point of view, you can do call credit spreads on the Magnificent Sevens. 15, 20% out of the money, month or less in time. Take your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% returns and say, thank you, sir. I will take another. I'll do this twice a month. Thank you very much. Dude, I mean Tesla, right? Elon's up in the catbird seat, you know. Brian, FB, the stock or the company, there you go. It is what it is. Instagram, TikTok, I don't know. Crazy stuff. Taking Twitter private, what a dumb move that turned out to be. A dumb move. From a financial point of view, Musk is making no money. But on the other hand, what he's losing on Twitter and what he's making on Tesla, I don't know. I don't have to know. I don't have to care. I'm helping people make money on option rights. That's what I do want to care about. 1603 on your SoFi right now. Definitely looking better. One, thank you, Uncle Bruce. Neat. Okay, Beach Boy. Tesla, January 3rd, 420 cash secured puts. Wrote at 10:30. I bought back at 8:87 in 18 minutes. Shout out to you, pile dancers. So there you go, buddy. I don't know how many you did, but you bought them back for $1.43 profit pretty quick. So, hey, way to go, pal. Well done. The stock right now, 436.40. Those 420s are way out of the money, of course. We're down 17.70 on the Tesla shares. And Beach Boy took advantage of the dip price and jumped in there. Way to go. Nothing wrong with this trade. 136.04 on NVIDIA, down 389. AI only down 167 now. GameStop 31.32, down 168. Rocket Lab 27.55, down 89 cents. Rocket Lab's coming on. SoFi 16.06 now. 16.06 on SoFi. Those $16 puts are out of the money now by 6 centinos. The 15s are dead. Lisa, I remember owning Twitter stock before the Elon Musk takeover. I got a nice payout on that. You got his money, and now you're compounding his money. That's what you got to do. That's exactly it. 16.04, 5 and 6 on SoFi. Thank you, SoFi, for recovering from 1580. Keep it going. The Dow is down 338. S&P down 71.8. NASDAQ is off by 360 points. That's the story at the moment in this marketplace. With the two, I've been on the air for 2 hours, 27 minutes, and here we are having fun. Watching some of you kids getting richer and richer and richer. And that's the name of the game, guys. Time to take dinero off the table. All righty. I'm going to say my goodbyes. Look, I'm going to get some rest now because I slept in this morning. I sure needed it. Thank you all for everything, all of you out there. I noticed that someone picked up a couple of one-on-one sessions today. I'll get an email back to you confirming that. Thank you all. Remember, the classes are $150 now until the 1st of January, when they will pop up to $200 a piece. So if you want to get a class for $150, you can still grab those off the website. The one-on-one sessions are going to go up to $500 each starting January. They're still $400 right now. You can reserve one if you like. You can get a reservation or two in right now at $400 a piece if you wish to. Just send me an email. Tell me what you're doing. We love getting donations on PayPal. It kind of helps what it's for. Thank you all, everybody. Again, well done on your trades today. I love this game. Deep value. I'm already green on my GameStop put credit spreads today. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Have a great weekend. Jared, I need more capital. That's what I need. Juan, Uncle Bruce, thank you for all you do for us. Have a great weekend, and it will be nice to have you in California in 2025. I cannot wait. Thank you, Juan. Neat. Aurora, have a great weekend, Uncle Bruce, and everyone else out there. Richard Carlin, neat. Don't forget, yell it at the top of your lungs. 1605 on SoFi. Go, SoFi, go. 2770 on Rocket Live. We're climbing here, still down 74, but we're bringing it back. And GameStop 31.31, AI 35.75, Nvidia down $4, and Tesla down 17.60. Welcome to the option expiry day, Friday. Jared, thank you, and thank you. Charlie, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy all. Have a great time. Rest, get some more energy. We'll see you Monday, Tuesday next week as we say goodbye to the last of 2024. Mandu number 5. Knee. That's right. Don't forget that. The Knights of Knee. Thank you, everybody, for helping out on the poll question today. And thank you for giving us the thumbs up meter count here. 351 poll results have come through. This is awesome today. I appreciate that. The thumbs up meter is 223. Thank you all for 223 thumbs ups. This is awesome sauce. Gotta love this game. I love this game. I hope you like this game. I like this game. All right, kids. We'll see you Monday morning in case something wacky happens between now and then. Get out there and make the dinero, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now. Thank you, Brian. Thank you.